So when we think about metric system, the reason why we use metric system in science is because we have a standardized unit. And in fact, if you look up here at the very title, it says SI units. That's for the Standard International, which is a French way of saying international standard. And yes, there's a place in Paris that actually has the meter stick. Not a meter stick, but the meter stick. It is the stick to which all of the meter sticks are measured. It is the exact length of a meter. This is what we expect as a meter. Same thing for a gram, same thing for a liter. Okay, so guys, those are our really basic units. So we think about length. What is that metric unit that we measure for length? When I measure how something long is, we do it in science. What is the basic unit that we use to measure length? Oh, guys, come on. I need you to respond.
Wait, what was the question?
What do we use? What's the unit that we use to measure length?
Inches?
No, not in science. That's what we would use in the English units. But what's our metric unit? Yes, the meter. Thank you, Cameron. I'm glad somebody out there is paying attention. Okay, so our basic unit for length is called the meter. Okay, what about the mass?
Gram.
That's the gram. And what about volume? What is our basic unit of volume? What do you think, Ness? Come on. You guys ever bought soda before?
Ounces.
No, that's an English unit.
Liter.
Liter. Again, if you're Canadian or you jump across the big pond, they don't spell like this, they spell it as liter. But they say it the same way, liter. So let's represent these. So the meter is represented by a lowercase m, gram is lowercase g, and the liter is an uppercase L. So a lot of times when we write using our suffixes. Okay, so now when we think about prefixes, that's prefix. Where does a prefix go? Think about grammar.
At the
In the
beginning.
beginning. Okay, good. You guys do know some things. All right.
English.
That's good. So here we have a whole list of prefixes. Now, when we start moving at decimal, it's all going to be relative to the unit. Okay, remember that's our meter, our gram, and the liter. Okay, so that's our unit. And then the prefix goes in front of that. So guys, when we think about the unit, that's really 1.0. 1.0 meters. So 1 meter, 1 gram, 1 liter.
Elaine, you decided to come.
Pico, nano. So those are smaller than micro. Nano and pico. So we have, going on, let's go bigger. So deca, guys think about like a decagon, a decade. What does a deca mean? 10. So 1 deca is equivalent of 10 of the others. So for example, you might have 1 decameter is 10 meters. Or a decaliter is 10 liters. And we represent deca as DA period. Okay. And basically, guys, each one of these is a power of 10. So what do you think a heca is? 100. We'll represent that with a capital H.
1,000.
And then kilo is 1,000.
Right, problem.
So my letter K. So now let's go the other direction. We're going to get smaller. Okay, think about deci as in a decimal.
0.10.
Yeah, 1/10. So that's 0.1. Represented with the lowercase d. Okay, so these are all your prefixes. Centi. Well, century, cents. Centi is what? Centipede.
0.01.
That's 100. And that's represented with the lowercase c. Milli, of course, 0.001. Lowercase m. And micro. Micro is really, really small. In fact, a micrometer, also known as a micrometer, is about the thickness as a sheet of paper. Okay, so we're talking about very, very, very small. And that's represented with the lowercase, or not lowercase, sorry, the Greek letter mu. It's like making an M, but one side's gonna be like really long, and the other side has a little curly tail on the end. So that's mu. And I honestly cannot remember, but I think that's to the -6th. I believe that's micro, and I could be wrong. I'll be honest. I don't memorize everything. So that's micrometer. And of course, we can get smaller. There's things that are called nanos, and then you got picos, who get really, really, really small. And you got something like Avogadro's number and really big numbers. That's a whole other deal. Okay, guys, this is based on what I want you to be able to use. Is this system. So, what I'd like us to do is to start converting. And I know right here, this has it going vertically, but what I want to do is I'm actually going to copy all of this. Oh, come on. And we're going to copy that. I'm going to create a whole new page here. We're just going to paste that in there. And then we're going to rotate it. This is how I want you guys to have this. Right across the top of your page. I want you to have it just like that. Because this is how we're going to convert. And it's really simple. And what we're going to do first, we are going to start with 35.8 millimeters. And I want to convert that to kilometers. 35.8 millimeters, and we're going to convert it to kilometers. Now here's how you handle this. If you have it written in this direction, across top of your page, this really makes conversion super, super simple. So you're always going to start at the place that you're given. So what are we given? We're given the milli. So we're going to start right here at milli.
And do those things.
Okay, now where do we need to end up at? Kilo, right? So I start at milli, and all you have to do is count. I gotta count how far I have to move to get to kilo. So starting at milli, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what direction did I move?
Left.
To the left. So what I'm going to do with this decimal is I'm going to move that
6 to the left.
6 units to the left. I need to definitely give myself some more room here. So I'm going to take my little decimal here. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what do I put in all these
Zero.
blanks? Go in with zeros. So 35.8 millimeters is equal to 0.00000358 kilometers. Does that look like something we can handle? Should be, right? Should be. It's not that bad. It's not too
Wait.
scary.
So, are you saying 35.8 is the same as that?
Yes, 35.8 millimeters is the equivalent of that many kilometers. And then we have the same issue if we go the other way around. Let's say I have 0.678 kilometers. And I want to convert that to centimeters. So where do I start at? Kilo. And I need to get to,
Centimeter.
okay, so let's start counting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, what direction did I move?
Right.
It was the right. So I move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 678. And then 2 more blank spots. And that's how many centimeters?
Maybe 2 more blank spots.
No. That's then 1. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, is it really that hard? No, I thought it was pretty easy. So there we go. That's our entire lesson done. So you guys ready to practice some more?